I'm going to take you back in time now and show you something that I don't think many San Diegans have ever seen. Here's the story. A San Diego man, Rick Edgill, happened to come across a movie, 16mm sound movie, that was going to be dumped. It was going into the dumpster because it was very out of date. It was a movie made to be shown to the San Diego Police Department officers back in the 1940s. But he and we thought the cars, the scenery, the setting, the whole idea was kind of interesting. So this is just a little taste of it, a little sample. Roll the film. Now, what we're going to see first is a holdup with actors staging it, of course. The place they used was Jake's Liquor on the southeast corner of 32nd and Thorn.
To set the scene for this film, the crime of robbery of a liquor store is used.
The bad guys clean out the cash register and flee, and you can see what the neighborhood looked like back then. And the police cars, too. This one is making a U after hearing the call on what looks like El Cajon Boulevard.
The officers arriving at the scene first must immediately secure information which will serve to identify the criminals and their means of escape. Blockade equipment is maintained at each blockade post in order that the necessary equipment may be immediately available within as short a time as possible.
In this case, the suspects see the blockade on Pacific Highway near La Jolla and try to avoid it, but they're spotted and the chase is on.
In the event of hot pursuit, the pursuing officers will make radio contact with headquarters.
South on Pacific Highway, east on Washington Street, over roads and through neighborhoods as they looked 65 years ago. And closing in. They're about to get them, as you can see.
All prisoners of the police are immediately taken to the city jail and booked.
Which in those days would have been at 801 West Market. The suspects face the judge, the movie wraps up, and justice prevails in the end. Maybe it's a sign of the times that police probably wouldn't blockade the city over a robbery these days, but it was interesting to look back at the old police station there and the neighborhoods as they looked in the 1940s.